Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Monday, January 4th, 2021. Oh my goodness, it is the fourth day already of 2021. And oh my god. Thank you, YouTube, for telling me that I am, in fact, currently live on my channel. Thank you so very much for informing me through email that I am, in fact, live right now. I did not know. I needed a notification to tell me that I am, in fact, live. So, things. How is your day going? I'm a little tired. I realized that when I went to the store yesterday, that I forgot one very important thing. The in fact second most important thing to life and just sustenance of life, and that is coffee. Number one, of course, being toilet paper, which I made sure to get, but coffee, somehow, some way, shape, or form, it slipped my mind for getting more coffee at the store. I think I have enough to last this next week, but I'll find out. I guess. I looked on Amazon for like Death Wish coffee, and unfortunately it will take a while to arrive if I were to buy it off of Amazon. It says it's not going to arrive until like next week, so it's like, oh great, wonderful. It's like $20 for a 1 pound bag of ground Death Wish coffee, but they sell it in 5-pound bags apparently for like $80 for a 5-pound bag. It is a savings overall per unit weight, but it's still really expensive. It's like, oh, $80 all at once for a 5-pound bag of Death Wish coffee. Tempting, but a 5-pound bag wouldn't last for an extended period of time, let me tell you that. It'll last for a period of time, not as much time as one of my big canisters of Folgers that costs like $11. Just gonna throw that out there. Maybe it would. Maybe a 5-pound bag would, but yeah, I'm not interested in paying $80 every single time I need coffee. That sounds like a terrible idea, honestly. So, outside of that, what's been going on? Well, I need to still record the monthly update vlog that I will be doing this afternoon, as well as additional episodes of the Vanilla Factorio playthrough. I need to continue recording that as well. Today's going to be a very big recording day because of all of that. I'm trying to sort out a proper schedule at this point. I've set Monday and Tuesday afternoons to be recording days, quote-unquote recording days, but I'm also floating potentially the idea of just having an afternoon stream on weekdays of something else, something completely different. Would you show up to an afternoon stream, like just enough time for me to eat lunch and then come back after like an hour or two and just play a game until dinner time or something along those lines? I don't know. Maybe I have to see what type of response that idea would get. I'm also taking another look at my patron community goals to make a few adjustments to them. I've just put in a bit more thought. Maybe I will switch it off of the community goal to dollar amount goals. I haven't decided, really. I got a message. Is this a message? Is this a text message about tomorrow being the 5th? This is a text message about tomorrow being the 5th. Yes, for a local election. No, not that one. Not the Georgia Senate, but the area here, this local state congressional district for Virginia. There is an election tomorrow. Thank you so much, both parties, for constantly sending me text messages about tomorrow being a thing, and for all of the reminders about early voting and all that wonderful stuff that I really don't actually care much about, to be completely honest. Not this particular election. Anyway, Satisfactory? How does that sound? Satisfactory is a good game-ish for being early access. Let's get into that. Also, I have officially removed the noises on the subscriber alert and the member alert. That was joke. I had it for 2 days, didn't even get a single notification for subscriber or member during that time to even have the sound play to begin with. So now we're just back here. We got one subscriber between last stream and this stream. Apparently 20 hours ago there was this one. There. See? Here? The gaseous puffer noise is gone. The majestic gaseous puffer has puffed its last puff on this stream. So what were we doing last time? What are we doing this time? We are continuing to wait for the freaking tree toppers to accrue 500. I still don't think that's going to happen this particular stream. Well, that will eventually happen, ideally, before the end of the Fixmas event. That would be ideal. We have Epiphany on the 6th, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere along those lines. That's, generally speaking, the actual end of Christmas. By the way, the 12th day of Christmas. That's actually a thing, but by the way, I mean, if you, like, I don't think I'm about, well, let me words. A lot of people know of the song The 12 Days of Christmas, but they don't actually understand exactly why there are 12 Days of Christmas and what the 12 Days of Christmas are. I'll be honest, I don't know. I do not. I'm not that much of a religious person. But what I do know is that apparently the last day is called Epiphany. And it starts on the 25th and lasts for 12 days. Who'd have thought? There are 12 days of Christmas. That is 338. I need 500, and I'm making 1/2 of one per minute on those toppers. So, yeah. You can do the math there. See that we need well over 100 left. A stream is 3 hours, or 180 minutes. Oh god, this is gonna hurt! Ow! Oops. Cringe. I don't consider myself as having a fear of heights so much as a paralyzing fear of falling. Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually like, in the slightest, the feeling of falling. I say with knowing full well that I actually have, from early childhood, some slight damage to my vestibular system in the inner ear that causes me to have somewhat, well, bad handwriting, A, but also somewhat poor balance at times. I was prone to ear infections. Lots of ear infections. What? Why does that not add? Huh? Control clicking replaces. What? Interesting. Also, I apparently have 5 hand slots. The F am I gonna do with 5 hand slots? Basher, scanner, I guess. Okay. Your friendly reminder, by the way, that I'm only using area actions with the costs enabled when I actually use it to do a copy and paste, and that's the only reason I would ever use it. The regular reminder for those who see that I have the thing. And are like, you're cheating! No. Actually, I'm not. As far as I'm aware, I have not used it without having the costs enabled. If I'm spending the resources, then how is that cheating? We could have a logical argument about having the resource costs to begin with, because it's just time. If I'm producing a resource already, then what's the point of having to wait around for more of that resource? Right? Like, does it really make sense? I would consider it okay to not pay for buildings if one so chooses not to pay for buildings when if you have made manually the resources that make the buildings. If you have the resource to make the buildings, then yes, it is fine at that point, because you're just... It's a difference between playing the game and not playing the game, sometimes, and having to wait for stuff to happen. Speaking of waiting for stuff to happen, we are currently waiting for 100 computers to unlock our next milestone. We are producing 1 every minute. We have 71, so within the next half hour, we will have access to Tier 4 belts, which will use the encased steel beams. Now, besides that, the only things that I really need to do next... The main thing, what... Oh. Really? The main thing is to get into the next level of the space elevator. We gotta get that done. Oh, I already had 2 over here. Hi. We need to get these adaptive control units, thus the title of today's stream, the ACU build. The ACU, the adaptive control units. We need a few of these. One of these buildings will take a lot of resources. So today we are going to at least begin the process of planning and building out everything that we need to fully saturate this adaptive control unit building production at 1 part per minute. That's the goal, and this is going to start with notes. I need to make some notes here, because I don't remember a single thing that I talked about last time in regards to any of the stuffs here. So, in order to get 1 ppm of ACUs, I need 7.5 ppm of automated wiring. I need 5 ppm of circuit boards. I need 1 ppm of heavy modular frames. And I need 1 ppm of computers. Oh boy! That's, several iterations of things away from raw resources. We're going to calculate this down all the way to raw resources. Buckle up. So, and I know that I already have a 1 ppm heavy modular frame and a 1 ppm computer, and all I would really need if I was to use those would be the 7.5 automated wiring and the 5 circuit boards, but we're going to have a very dedicated factory that will make the 1 automated control unit from scratch. That is our goal for this factory. Just from scratch, 1 ACU per minute. And we'll think about scale from there as we go forward. So, 1 heavy modular frame will be 5 modular frame, 15 steel pipe, 5 encased industrial beam, and 100 screws. Okay. Down the line we go. The 100 screws would be divided by 4. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. 25 rods, which I believe is 1-to-1. Yes. Which is 25 iron, which is 25 iron, which is 25 iron. 25 plates and 25 ore. So 25 iron ore for those 100 screws for the modular frames. I will do the math and add up all of the ore costs at the very end of all of this. The 5 encased industrial beams. Oh boy, that is over this way. I know I could just look this information up, but there's some complexity here because I have access to some alternate recipes and not others. I do not have all of the alternate recipes available to me, including some of the better options for some of the production things that would minimize the amount of ore usage. So we're going to do this math for my current state of my current game. These encased industrial beams, they need for 5. Oh god. Math. 30 over 6 times 5 is 25. We need 25 concrete. $24 over 6, 4 times 5 is 20. 20 steel beam. Like here, this steel beam could potentially be steel pipe if I had the recipe to do steel pipe-based industrial beams, which would simplify the build considering I need 15 steel pipe for heavy modular frames, right? It means that I would just need to produce 35, well, I don't know the exact math on the steel pipe, how it works out. I don't think it's 1-to-1 beam pipe here, but it would simplify. It would just mean a bit more pipe rather than having it build for steel beams themselves. Concrete is not 1-to-1 on its limestone ore. So in order to get 25 concrete... Oh, joy. 3? Factor of 3? It looks like. So if I were to do that, be like, hey, give me 25. Yep, 75. So 75 limestone, and that's on the basic, again, the basic recipe creating concrete out of limestone. There are better recipes that I do not have. I could go out and hunt for additional hard drives to try to get those recipes. I don't really have the power, though. That is the downside, is a lot of the best recipes to process ore to ingots in particular, which are like one of, if not the most important step to increase efficiency of, it's water plus ore to make additional plates. The problem with that is it requires a different building. It requires a refinery. And the refinery uses 30 megawatts of power each, as opposed to a smelter that uses 4. Massive difference in power. Massive difference in power, but it does give you a lot more bang for your ore input. Bang for your buck on the ore input, especially considering ore is a technically limited resource on this map that will limit the total production of a base. There is theoretically a limit to the most amount of the most complex item that you could possibly make in this game because of the limited ability to produce ores out of everything on the map. Who's dumb enough to actually do it? I don't know. Who's dumb enough to actually go around and tap into literally all the things? And make use of the most efficient recipes to try to produce the maximum amount of the most complex item in the game out of it? I'm sure there are those idiots who are patient enough to do that, but I am not one of them. In the slightest. What was I looking at? The beams? Beams, you. I need 20 beams. $150 over 37.5 is 4. Times that by 20. I need 80. 80 steel ingots. And from here, how much iron and coal? It is 1-to-1, I'm pretty sure. It is not 1-to-1. Great. Great! Fantastic. 20 over 30 times 80. Oh, what a great number. 53 and a third. Iron ingot, which is 53 and a third iron ore. And we end up with the same amount of coal, 83 and a third coal. There we go. That's for those steel beams. For the encased industrial beams, for the heavy modular frames, for the advanced control units. Wonderful. We also need 15 steel pipe. We need to look at this again for the steel pipe. We haven't even gotten to the circuit boards or the wiring or the computers yet. This is great. This is great. Hello. You are making pipe. I need 15 pipe, not 18 pipe for this build. So we are going to do 27 over 18 times, that's 1 point, what? 1.5. Alright, yeah, 3 into 2. Times that by 15. We get 22 and a half. Steel ingot for the pipe. And then we just had done this math, but we're going to do it again. 22.5. We need 40 over 60 times 22.5. That is 15. 15 glorious iron ingot, which is 15 iron ore, as well as 15 coal. Huzzah! Does that even... No. 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 Bad. Good. Yes. Yes. We're good. Math is hard. Who'd have thought it? And then the modular frames, I will need to decide what recipe I will use on the modular frames. This is very important. As a by the way type thing. Very, very important, because this is where things are going to diverge from factories that I have already set up in my base. Because unlike when I had originally set up the factories in my base, I now have access to the stitched reinforced plates recipe. And that is rather important. Rather important. What I do not have access to is the iron-based wire recipe, which would absolutely simplify the build dramatically for modular frames and overall improve its output performance. But I will use what I have access to, which is this recipe, which is actually slightly less efficient in terms of the amount of iron ore needed if using the basic reinforced iron plate recipe. We don't have the basic reinforced iron plate recipe to use. We have the stitched one that uses copper wire. And I'm okay with adding a little bit of extra complexity to improve the output speed of this particular setup. Now, I happen to need 5 modular frames for the 1 heavy modular frame for the 1 advanced control unit in this build. So as it happens, this 5 modular frames will need 7.5 RIO rips, as well as 56 screw, not 56, what am I saying, 140 screw. Alright, the reinforced iron plates. I need to actually place a different assembler, because we have this alternate stitched. This alternate stitched has weird values on it. From one, it won't actually show me proper values of things, will it? Nope. That is not 5.6 flat, is it? No, it is not. Great! Great! It's fantastic. Fantabulous. 10 into 3. Why? Why you do this? Why you make this math hard? 10 over 3 times 7.5. That's 25 iron plate, which is the first time we've seen iron plates in this entire mess. As well as 20 over 3 times 7.5, 50 wire. Cool. I have my numbers. I have numbers! Yay. I better have numbers. Constructor. Wire. 15 into 30, so 25. Copper ingot and 25 copper wire. Huzzah! Huzzah, huzzah, and of course the iron plates would be a lot. So I need 30 over 20 times 25, 37 and a half iron ingot, which is the same in iron ore. Wow. And then 140 screws. Hello, screws. Yet again. This math. 10 over 40 times 140. 35. 35 rods, which is 35 ingots, which is 35 ore. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. It is exactly that. So that's the heavy modular frame stuff. Broken down. Great. How about the automated wiring, which I do not have built anywhere. The automated wiring requires stators and cables. I need 7.5. I need this times 3. Oh boy! Good to know that's 1-to-1 on the stators. So I know that's 7.5 stator, as well as then 150 cable. Cable being a direct processing from wire. It is 2-to-1. 300 wire. Yeah, that's a bit. That's a bit of wire. And then wire is half the amount of ingots, 150 copper ingot. Which would be 150 ore. The current total on copper ore is still less than that of a single tier 3 belt. Definitely less than a single tier 4 belt. So I'm not really concerned about how much of the copper ore we're using yet. I'm thinking more about how pure the node is, / how many power cores are power shards, excuse me. I always think of these as cores for some reason. They're shards? Whatever. And that is the cable. The stator, I have 0 other options for. It is just the stator recipe, I think. I don't think I've gotten any alternate stator. So that'll be... Really? Alright. That would be 22.5. Steel pipe. That's 15 times 1.5. As well as 60 wire, which, as we know, is 30 copper ingots, aka 30 copper ore. That's that. The 22.5 steel pipe. I think I've not quite done that math yet. I did a 15 steel pipe. Yeah, I did a 15 steel pipe. All right. Steel pipe is not this building, really. Steel pipe. 30 over 20 times 22.5. 33.75. Iron plate. Iron plate, steel plate. Excuse me. Which is going to be stuff. You've been trying to play along, but you're too slow. Well, I mean, I thought I was going slow. Huh? This is definitely a game you can take at your own pace, no matter what. Same with Factorio. They're both games you should take them at your own pace. Build as comfortably, quickly as you can. As I get muscle memory on how to build stuff more quickly, I don't even think about how I'm doing stuff anymore. As I get into routines and how to build, my preferences for how to build. So 33.75 on the steel plate. That needs a... I'm just gonna quickly put down a smelter. Hi. Excuse me. Quickly put down a foundry. The alternate steel, by the way, is more coal efficient. So this is, I think it's more coal efficient. Hold up. Yes. 2 versus 3. And it's more iron efficient. Wow, okay. Have I gotten into the Christmas update with the presents? I am waiting on toppers. I am waiting on accruing 500 toppers to pick up the final tech. For the tree. So I have done everything up to the point where I am making the tree toppers. Whatever the heck they're called. The stars. I'm just waiting on 500. It's not going to happen this stream. I've made like 300 something, but I'm only making 1/2 of one per minute. So, simple math there. I need 500, and there's well over 100 left, and it takes twice that number of minutes, and I stream for 180 total minutes. Ish. Ish. So next stream on Wednesday, I should have the 500 accrued during the course of that stream, I think. I'm pretty sure that will be the case. 2 over 3 times... How much was it? 33.75. 22.5. Iron. Ingot. Which is that much in iron ore, as well as that much in coal. Haha, success. Success! That is everything for the automated wiring. So the automated wiring, for reference, for 7.5 automated wiring per minute would end up being 22.5 iron, 22.5 coal, and 180 copper. Only need constructors, foundries, smelters, and a 2-input machines. For all of Fixmas, yeah. You didn't need the manufacturers. I was a little bit salty about how magically you make things that clearly use more than one item, more than 2 items to make them. But yeah. So here we go. We have 1, 2, 3. We actually have 400 and... What? No, we have 354. 354. Making 1/2 of 1 per minute. Why 1/2 of 1 per minute? Why not faster than that? Because you see the size of this build? Do you see the size of this build? It's making half of 1 more decoration. 1/2 of 1 more decoration than I have done thus far. Plus, it's making all of the candy canes. I have completed it. Make as many snowballs as I can. That is one thing I am not making. And consider this as well. When I'm done with this save, I'm done with this save. Items don't carry over between saves, so if I make a save after Fixmas is done, I'm not going to have anything from Fixmas in it until the next time they introduce the event, which is stupid, by the way. Like, why is this even an event that ends? Like, why do they have to have time-gated content on a not massive multiplayer experience? Like, mostly single-player, co-op type of experience. Why would they do that? From everything I've seen, as of the 18th of January, or whatever date, Fixmas ends. You will no longer get presents being produced out of the trees. The decorations and stuff stay, but you lose the ability to continue making the stuff. And any building that currently is making the recipes will continue to make the recipe, will continue to have the recipe set for all eternity. But no, what I'm saying is that if I make a save, if I start a new game after the end of this event, the tech for this event no longer exists in the game. And none of anything involving this event is available to me anymore in the new save. Which is stupid. Why would I start a new game? To do things differently? Start in a different location for a different starting zone? Any number of reasons to start a new game. Why restart Factorio? Why restart Factorio? Exact same reasons. Here, maybe I want to play with the mod overhaul set that adds a whole bunch of stuff to the game. There's many, infinite reasons to start a fresh game after completing a game. There are infinite numbers of reasons, and yet any game that I start after this event, quote-unquote event, ends, won't be able to make any of these decorative items unless some mod can add them back in. Like, why the hell would the developers go through the effort of designing all of this content, this decorative content, and make it unavailable to people outside of a very specific time of year? One time, ever. So A, Fixmas will be back every year, I would imagine, but this is a game inherently designed around the concept of an impersistent world. As in, you can make as many freaking saves of new games and new worlds as you possibly desire, which may or may not coincide with a holiday event of some description. My argument is that I should be able to make the holiday decorations on any save at any time, no matter what. If I want to go and make Christmas decorations in June, I should be able to make Christmas decorations in June and decorate my base. That's my point. It's like, you have given me content. You are not allowed to then take away content that you have given me. Like, that becomes content that has been paid for. As a part of the product. And you should not be taking content away from a product that has been paid for. We will refrain from the Stellaris argument yet again. But yes, that is my opinion. You should not, unless there is something fundamentally flawed and wrong and broken with something that is a part of the game. Then and only then is if you're having to remove something to fix something that is fundamentally broken, as in unable to play, is it okay to remove something. And only until you fix it. Anyway, from here, I'm going to break down the stuff that I need for the circuit boards. I need 5, actually less than 1 machine. Duh. Math. I hate math at times. Why do you have to be so inelegant? I need 2/3 of the output, but there is no good way of having a set of machines that will exactly give me 5 without at least 1 machine operating at a floating point percentage. Which slightly throws things off. Like, this game can only do whole number percentages. It will always round. In this case, this is the best we can do, is 5.03. We cannot exactly get 5, and that annoys me greatly. It annoys me to no end. Like, why? Why can you not handle this? Clock speed should be a visual representation of the target production rate, rather than the actual multiplier being applied to production rate. Like, that, I'm pretty sure a computer can handle doing math. That's sort of what computers are built to do. They're built to do math. I'm pretty sure it can handle setting a 7.5 to 5. See, you're asking for multiplayer, and that's not something I tend to do. Honestly, not at this point in time. Asking if I could make a series of this game. Well, what do you think this is? This is a series of this game. So, You're fundamentally asking to do this that I'm doing right now. That is going to be less. Oh, you mean like I go to someone else's save and see other factories? I don't really see a point. I don't even know why other people do it. Like, there's no point. It's like, oh hey guys, look at this thing that someone else built, and I'm gonna try to explain what someone else built. If they want to show what they built, just make a video about it themselves and post it. Oh, but I have a bigger audience. So what? So what? Let someone else grow their audience. If I want to know how to do something better, I'll look up how to do something better. It's as simple as that. I'm just looking at my calculator. Twice as much on the sheets. So if I need 5, I need 10. 10 copper sheets. And that's 4 to 1. So I need 20 plastic. Yeah, 20 plastic per second. I'll have to go out to my oil. That's like the one thing that I can't actually do on site for this entire ACU build, Advanced Control Unit build, is actually make plastic. Because that's the limiting resource, is the plastic for this. How am I already out of coffee? It's like not even 11 yet. It's like not even the turn of the hour. Alright, so copper sheets is what I can look up over here somewhere. Did I delete the other things? Or did I run away from my other things? I think I ran away from the other part of the setup. Copper sheets. 10 from 20. Well, that's good math. 20 copper ingots or 20 copper ore. And the 20 plastic is oil. Oil. I mean, I can place a... I could place a refinery if I had the encased beams on me. Yeah, how does the cup of coffee in the game never run out? I wish I had a bottomless pit of coffee. That would be so nice. So very nice. Just have it on tap. Fresh brewed coffee 100% of the time. That would actually kill me. Literally kill me. Kill anyone, actually. There is such a thing as too much. So, you. Why, hello there. We need plastic. Not the residual plastic, just the regular one for now. There is a much better way of getting plastic and rubber through the recycled plastic and rubber process, but that depends on having a few alternate recipes that I don't have access to at the moment. What tier of belts do I have? Currently tier 3, and I'm just about to go over, because I'm pretty sure I have these 100 computers now, and unlock tier 4. So I'm pretty sure everything that I've calculated thus far will work within the level of belts that I have. I have not looked at computers yet on this one advanced control unit build. So if you're just joining me, I am doing math and writing on my side screen uh, just a notepad thing with a breakdown of all of the items needed to get into one advanced control unit per minute, which is one manufactory operating 100% without any overclocking and such. I have, at this point, broken down automated wiring as well as heavy modular frames. I know there are calculators. I'm doing it myself with my currently available alternate recipes. I'm not going to go in to a calculator online and manually insert what alternate recipes that I currently have available on it. That's tedious. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather do the math myself and have my own notes of this than try to finagle with some online calculator that may or not actually be accurate. I'm not interested in using the calculator. Not for the first time. I made the same argument with Hellmod, and yet I've used Hellmod so much in Factorio. But the first time I do it, I go through the experience. I'm not going to use the calculator. We're going to do this math by hand. Oh, it has everything you need. So does Hellmod in Factorio, and yet I still made sure that the first time I did an experience through Hellmod, I did not, or experience through Factorio, through the Pi Suite, I did not use Hellmod. So this actually makes exactly how much I need. With 20 parts per minute, so whatever, that's 30 oil. That's not even remotely one patch of oil. So we're good there. We're good there. On that part of the thing, anyway. We'll need more plastic for the computers. Because guess what? Computers are going to need even more circuit boards. Oh boy. And speaking of the computers, I should, at this point, if I can orient myself correctly with my base, like, hello, where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Who knows? You there. I have my 100 computers. Time to take our remote control car and head on over to our hub. This thing, literally, it sounds and behaves just like an RC car. And off we go. I feel like my Blade Runners are actually faster than this thing. It really seems like the Blade Runners are faster than this thing. And by the way, yes, I should absolutely be able to just make a Fixmas themed one of those cars. Because right now it's just the car reskinned as Fixmas theme. Same with all of the power poles. After the 18th, all of the power poles are going to lose their little wreaths on them. This will stay. This will stay because this is a separate item that is upgrading a wire to the lights. But all the wreaths are going to go away. Like, what? How about giving me a power pole variant that has the wreath on it as a separate thing that I can choose to build? Same with, like, every single holiday ever. Like, give me different power poles with different types of wreaths so I can use the different types of wreaths if I so choose. I get it, there is a mod for that. I know this. There is a mod for that, by the way. I think it should be part of the base game. What was I doing? Putting in the computers. There you go. Time to hit the big red button.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match power generation to the increased consumption of recently acquired technologies and buildings. Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed. Caterium scanning unlocked.
We already had Caterium, but sure. So that has unlocked Tier 4 belt. Glorious Tier 4 belt. And lifts. And the fuel generator. Consumes fuel to generate electricity. So, we could do a whole bunch of other milestones in the meantime, especially considering that I may need them at some point. I would like anything that gives me an upgrade to my inventory. Hey! There's one there! Cool. We'll select this milestone. It's plastic. Oh, right, we have to wait 15-ish minutes. Now I need to get rid of all of the steel beams in my inventory. Well, not all of them, because I think it's used as an ingredient in something or other. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. It's just not. Okay. Great, actually. Yeah, you are now 7. And you are now 3. Congratulations. We are now able to move 480 resources per minute. That's a bit of a difference. That's a little bit more. That's just a bit more. From 270 to 480 on encased beams. Valves. Why would I need to limit pipeline flow rates? I mean, I could see using something like a valve to control flow direction. That's how I would use a valve, to control the direction of flow. Not really the rate, exactly. This helps to control from centralized pipelines how much you want to provide to specific factories. Say I want to make sure that I always have stuff moving down the pipeline rather than get fully consumed by any one factory being pulled off a main pipeline. That's where this is useful. So yeah, if this is smart and you can actually say, hey, limit to 100 meters cubed per minute of stuff out of this valve, off of this junction, then yeah, that's how it would ideally get used. That is how that is used, and what it is really used for. Interesting how I asked the question and then answered it immediately, because I already actually knew the answer. What am I even remotely doing at this point? Computers. I'm looking up computers, and I'm not taking the little RC car this time, because I'm pretty sure I run faster than the thing. Hello. So that's another thing I need to look at. You mentioned turbo fuel. I did get access to the fuel generator. It uses computers. Of course it uses computers. Hey, sure. Let's grab a computer or two. Why does that thing have to be so tall? Why does it have to be so tall? Hello, Ave. Welcome. I am testing and figuring out things. You there. You? Don't tell me how much fuel value fuel is worth? Or you don't tell me your flow rate, your amount of fluid you consume? You know, that's going to depend on the type of fuel that you throw into this, isn't it? Because, yeah, it's going to use as much as it takes to get 150 megawatts. And it will not know how much that is until it knows what fluid it's dealing with. So you have to throw fuel or turbo fuel at it. So, okay, I know that the base megawattage is 150 that can get multiplied by 250% with additional power cores, with shards, excuse me, times 2.5. 375 per building. That sounds very familiar. That sounds like coal. That sounds like the coal generator to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds a lot like the coal generator. It's double. Exactly double the coal generator. You know, I would imagine that nuclear power would be really good. Apparently hydro power is, like, the best. So that's one thing I'll look up. This is one thing I will immediately go to look up. The fuel value of resources. So, Satisfactory fuel values. Category fuels. Thank you, Wiki. Alright. The fuel value in megajoules of liquid biofuel would be 750 megajoules. Note that that's not something you can exactly automate. The fuel value of fuel, the fluid fuel, is 600 megajoules, which in a standard fuel generator, yes, would be 4 seconds at 600 megajoules of fuel value per unit of fuel. Per individual unit of fuel. Turbo fuel is 2,000 megajoule fuel value. Batteries apparently exist and have a fuel value for vehicles. And then nuclear fuel rods. 750,000. Yeah, that's a bit of extra power there. Well, that's a bit of power. 300 seconds per fuel rod in a nuclear power plant. Yeah. Makes 2.5 gigawatts per power plant. This doesn't tell me about the geothermal. So the geothermal generates 200 megawatts on a geyser. Has priority over other sources of power. So this is just here, take 200 megawatts of power if you can build this thing. Unlocked via the Caterium research chain. Uses supercomputers. Great. Fan freaking tastic. There's another power pole. Wonderful. Oh no, that's the generator. Excuse me. Yeah, of course that uses supercomputers to unlock it. Supercomputers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and computers. The high-speed connectors, I think, use the oscillators? Hold up. High-speed connectors. Oddly enough, they are in a manufacturer building. I've sort of got a little bit off track here, but hey. That's what happens. High-speed connector doesn't... it uses circuits, cables, and quick wire. I may want to do this after I take care of the modular engines and adaptive control units and the other thing. Or maybe right after we do this build here for the adaptive control units, that'll be the next thing probably to work on, would be getting into supercomputers, because I like the idea of free power. Of completely free power. Do you like free power? I like free power. Free power sounds real nice to me. So 1 ppm of computers. We already did this build. Over here. This is the thing. The glorious 1 computer. This is 10 circuit board, as well as 9 cable, 18 plastic, and 52 screws. Okay, math. This is the circuit boards. That is 20 sheets and 40 plastic. This is a lot of plastic. Right. What's the ratio on the copper sheets? Double, so that's going to be 40 copper ingot, and therefore 40 copper ore. The 40 plastic is twice as much. That's to be 60 oil, if I'm remembering right. Yeah. 2 to 3. Nine cable. Oh boy. The ratio of cable to wire twice as many wire, half as many ingots. So that would be 18 wire, 9 copper ingot, 9 copper ore. That is nothing, literally nothing. The 52 screws is weird. 52 divided by 4 is 13 rods. 13 rods, which is 13 plates, which is 13 ore. Iron ore. And then, of course, the other 18 plastic is 27 oil. Alright, now that I have broken all these things up, I'm going to turn display capture on so we can actually see my glorious sheet that I have just written, my outline that I've just written for one advanced control unit. One glorious advanced control unit. Let's make this a little embiggened, as Quill would say. Now we need to total up all of the raw resource counts. That is the next step. So for iron, let's see, we've got a 22.5, we've got a 37.5, as well as a 35. Down here for these screws, a 15, a 53 and a third, another 25, and 13. 201 and 1/3. If my math is correct. Copper ore, limestone, oil, coal. Copper ore, we've got 9, 40, 25, 20, 150, and 30. 274. Limestone is whatever, 60 something, 40 something, 75. It's only there once for some encased beams. The coal is what I'll do next. The coal, 83 and a third. 15. Where are you? There is more of you. 22.5. Is that it? Really? Is that it? Anytime I see steel in here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So that is, how much? 120.83. Repeating. That's unfortunate. That is slightly above 120. Great. Fantastic. That's an entire power shard, potentially, that I need. And then the amount of oil that's needed, we've got 27, 60, and 30. We need 117 units, meters cubed per minute. Because that's how they measure the fluids in this game. there we go. That, I think, is the accurate math. I think that is the accurate math. Also, I apparently I have drop frames. I have drop frames, oh noes! Quickly now, just go off of the display capture. Oh noes! What happened? Literally, what happened? Why no? Why 2,482 drop frames suddenly? We went from great to not so great. I guess PC does not like display capture very much. Also, there have been 2 comments. Comment on Crastorio Finale, which has nothing of anything. Could always lower total charge stored, but add massive drain on said charge to fix balance and stop cheese. That's referring to the Crastorio mod for Factorio on the whatever it's called machine that uses all the power ever to finish the game, the transceiver, intergalactic transceiver. And then it seems totally useless. The caravans, yes, caravan tutorial seems for high alien life. Seems totally useless. Incredibly expensive early game, yes, of course, and relatively quickly outdated by bots and trains. Yes, exactly my point from all of my experiences with Pi Alien Life and the Pi Suite in general is that caravans are completely superfluous. Most of the biotic methods of transport in Pi Alien Life are overly complex, overly expensive for the time frame in which you get them, and outclassed pretty exclusively, completely by vanilla mechanics. I know King Arthur's put a lot of time into the development of those particular things, like the caravan and the flyavan and the whatever the worms, the logistic worms, shall we say. I never used them. I did full playthrough Pi Alien Life. Never used those things. Had them crash more than anything else. Oh yeah, and the Ocula. Let's not forget about the Ocula that literally crash your game. I apparently have a full inventory. What can I get rid of? Nothing. Those things are not important. I should have voided them, but whatever. In the thingy. If I could. I could have gotten points! Who cares? 3,701 drop frames. What is going on? I don't know. Someone's uploading. Is someone uploading? I don't know. Alright, this build. Let's discuss where exactly this build is going to be, because I need resources. I need a significant amount of iron and copper as a step 1 to think about. Speaking of which, I need additional miners. Oh, that is a lot of reinforced plates. Excuse me, but no, go away. Yeah, I need a lot of stuffs. Build a bench for me. Workshop. I need a few of these. That's 4. That'll build 2. And that's all my space, so that's gonna have to be fine. I had the thought to build this at a source of coal. Oh wow, occasionally my bitrate is dipping to 0. That's awesome. I had the thought to build this at a source of coal, but what would be best is if there is a source of oil and coal. If I build this at my rarest resource, that would be the most ideal, but we shall see. I do have the interactive map enabled, slash available. There is a location, oddly enough, where there is a normal coal node near 3 oil nodes. It's a little bit far away though. It's just a tad far away. Really? That's the SAM node? For reference, I am mining these oil patches right here. There's also these out here. Cool. Okay, there is coal here, including 2 pure nodes, 3 pure nodes, and a normal. There is 1 copper, normal copper out here, 2 iron, and a limestone. And geothermal geysers, whatever you want to call them. I think this is the build location, right? This is it. And tap into this coal. You can't see anything here. Let's go display capture briefly again. So all the way out here where I have the oil, this is where I have my current oil mining. Our main base is this mess. Like, all of this is main base. Right in here, this is the set of coal patches that's feeding my steel setup, and this is the set of iron nodes. These 2 impure iron nodes are feeding all of my steel right now. I've tapped into these 2 limestone patches to produce concrete. I've tapped into these 2 limestone patches to produce concrete. There's lots of patches that I have not tapped into yet. I was considering doing this entire setup out here. There's actually a pure Caterium node there. I'm pretty sure this has a rock I need to blast. But I'm already tapping into this one. Right down here. And I'm tapping this coal and this sulfur. And this quartz. Not doing anything with the quartz yet besides voiding it, but hey, it exists. There you go. I primarily have used this map to try and find locations of crash sites. Hard drives. Really. Rubber and power. And encased industrial beams. Really? And power. How about we go and get some of these? How does that sound? How about we go and get some of these after I take my break, which is in 30 seconds from now. Yes, that, I think, is going to be the plan. We are going to tap into these resources. We are already tapping these resources, and I have to go down and grab coal from here. I need how much coal? I need 121 coal. I'll have the oil, I'll have the limestone, I'll have the copper and iron. I'll make the copper happen. I will make the copper happen out of this normal node. That is, on a Mark II, 240? With a Mark II miner, I think 240. Pretty sure one power shard gets me above the amount that I need on the copper there. So with that, let's turn display capture off again, get back into the game, and start potentially making my way over. Do I have the things? I do have the things to do Mark II mining. We're gonna head off, be on our way. But first, save the game. We're going to take a brief break of a few minutes. Hopefully we don't drop too many frames along the way. Just get up, stretch the legs, do all the wonderful things that nature demands us to do on brief occasion. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. We have stuff to do. And hopefully my internet connection will behave. Hopefully it will behave. I already, by the way, last stream, yesterday, with Factorio, I attempted to stream at low latency mode, with low latency mode enabled. It didn't work out so well. I had tons of drop frames. That was not because of my internet being slow. In fact, I reset the modem, and the internet upload rate after resetting the modem was perfect. It was at full speed. So I know that wasn't the problem. It was exclusively the ultra low latency mode on YouTube. I do not have that enabled today, and yet still, I'm seeing we have 4,644 dropped frames, or 2.7%. Which, grand scheme, is not much, but consider that they all happened at the same time, and that is a bit of a slideshow. So, yes, apologies, that would be Cox Communications being Cox Communications, more likely than not. Oh, the game just hitched there as it's loading in distant stuff. Very distant stuff. So we need to walk all the way over here. Gee, I hope I'm not carrying around anything particularly important in case I die. It seems I did put away or use all of my tickets. That's important. Also, my glorious Caterium that is working out just fine for me. I'm actually realizing that I think I was a little bit off on my assumptions with the normal copper node out here. I think normal copper on a Mark 1 is 60, a Mark 2 would be 120. So I would need 3 shards to get what I need out of that copper. Oh god, ow, ow, ow! Oh wow, it's a pure iron. It's the purest of iron. Wow, that's nice. The purest iron. And normal copper, so you there. Yeah, that's what I thought, 120. Ugh. I need to find some slugs. What is the purity of this? Normal. I think I can work with that. Definitely. I need 75. I need to make additional doohickeys. Equipment workshop. Hi. Could you give me 4 more of these? That would be great. Glorious portable miners. Oh, we had more drop frames. Oh noes! And congratulations on getting your factory cart. I hope it works out well if you don't already have Blade Runners, because apparently, from my experience thus far, Blade Runners seem to actually be faster than those little RC cars. That is exactly what they are, by the way. They are RC cars. Yeah, 240, I'm pretty sure it's greater than, how much was it I needed? 201. Yeah. 201 and a third iron ore is what I need. Yeah. Okay. I need to find thingies. And I need to mine thingies. That is just floating in the air. Hi. Magical. Magical Caterium floating in the air. So, by the way, there were no enemies here because after having killed the enemies, I have built stuff within 300 meters of these locations. What tier do you get the Blade Runners? I forget, actually. It's... I think definitely after the first set of the space elevator stuff is given. Maybe the second set? Yeah, I forget. Or is it tech? Mam tech, I think. actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Somewhere in the tree. Yeah, Blade Runners are real nice. They result in less fall damage. The problem is, I think that the way this works, I'm just guessing here, is that if you are at full health, you will be able to survive any fall from any distance. If you are not at full health, you will die. I have absolutely had falls that I'm pretty sure should have killed me. Would have killed me, but has left me at half of a bar of health. Rather than killed me. Just huge falls. Great distances. Is that thing a thing that can kill me? It's yellow. I don't know. Most likely. Most likely a thing which can kill me. So, refinery. I have a question. So, how much power is this? Wait. 40 fluid per minute. 40. 40 fluid per minute. Where's my fuel value page? Fuel value page. High. Fuel. 600 megajoules per unit. That is... What the hell is 2/3 of 600? Math I should know, but don't. Four hundred, yeah, duh. That's 400 megawatts, I think. Yeah, that's 400 megawatts of power per refinery producing fuel. Of course, minus 30 for the amount of power that this building consumes, and then minus however much for the mining of the oil, as well as minus however much for the dealing with the extra resin stuff here. So that's a lot of minus out of this. Fuel is not gonna be the greatest of things for power, pure power production. I mean, yeah, it's only 60 oil, and one of these produces a lot more oil than 60, and it is like 30 megawatts, another 30 megawatts of power. Still though, for one building, like one refinery, over 300 net megawatts of power is quite a bit. It's quite a bit for one. Without any power cores involved. Shards. But out of my capacity, plus 300. That's a significant percentage. Like, don't get me wrong, that would be a significant percentage. But I'm not interested because I would have to void the stuff's resin out of it. Also, I'm not even tapping this. What? How much oil did I say I needed? 117.3. It's a little bit more than that one provides. And then I also need coal. Can I build a Mark II? Yes, I can. I need coal. I need to scan to get the direction that I'm traveling. I'm pretty sure it's to the southwest? Yes, right there. Hmm. How much of this? Oh, not. That's not nice. Alright, I'm gonna bring up on the side of my screen. I keep pushing M because I'm used to like other games where I'm can go to a map. I know that there is going to be a milestone that'll unlock the map, but yeah, it's like I expect the game to pause, quote unquote. This game does not pause, by the way. No matter what, I want to go to my interactive map, and I want to see where I'm going. Am I carrying rubber? I think I am. Yes, I am carrying rubber. I am going to save the game right here and now because we are going hunting. We are going hunting. We are hunting for a hard drive. A couple of hard drives, actually. I need a good way to get back. So when I am walking around like this, I need to make sure I can get back without having to build anything, and that's going to be this path right here. Now, towards the west-northwest, I can see that there are lots of things protecting a Mercer sphere, apparently. I'll go around that Mercer sphere. I do not need any of that. Oh, hey, it's a couple of completely harmless birds. There's the crash site. What is protecting the crash site? Those. Okay. I need to make sure that I concentrate to not get completely, utterly annihilated. Blade Runners absolutely help for this, and it died. Good. I lost half of my health fighting 4 of the dudes that literally shoot fire at you, including the mega ultra dude that shoots the blue flames, blue-green flames that are hotter than hot. Also, one more there. Alright, we've got reinforced plates, we've got computer-related stuff, screws for whatever reason around here. What else? Anything else of importance? Some encased beams for whatever reason. And this pod needs rubber to open. Ta-da! Am I missing anything on the ground? I don't think so. Ah! Modular frames. Glad I double-checked these things. Alright, that is... hard drive the first. There is, of course, going to be a hard drive the second. And third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh. Eventually, but... for right now, what I'm gonna do... Hello, are you... oh, leaves. Ooh, nuts. Oh, there's that thingy. You're harmless. Okay. I'm gonna go up here. I'm going to build a chest. Or I can just, you know, build a MAM here. As I've mentioned before, I am not going to cheese the hard drives. So we're going to process that hard drive up where I'm safe and secure. I need more. More everything. Let me go to the map again. There is another hard drive. Like, right next door to where I just was. But it needs power, so... oh, concrete. You're gonna be an issue, aren't you? Hey. Limestone. I need some stuff. There you go. Perfect. Constructor. I need you to construct. I'll need more than one constructor, but for now, I need you to make me some concrete. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need at least one more constructor doing concrete. Aha, success 6. And directly into storage. The Giganto container. Well, these are definitely belts. These are definitely things. They've got massive guardrails. Ish. There's no seeing through those rails. Those are really big lights. By comparison. So each belt mark level has different models associated with them that you can tell the difference from a distance. What each belt tier looks like. Every single one will have a different arrangement of lights on them, as well as, like, some will have a guardrail, some will not have guardrails, some will have, like, this solid thingy. Of course, the actual texture of the belt itself will change. highest mark level stuff actually protects the bottom of the belt, so you can't really see the bottom of the belt anymore, which moves in the opposite direction because it's a single object running like this in terms of the motion of the belt. You're only actually using half of a belt because the other half is rotating back. Conveyors. They're glorious. Alright. From here, as I produce concrete. Would help if I had both machines operating. My, excuse me, but what? Why you know? Oh. Power is good. I like power. Would be nice to have a, upgraded power pole there. Yeah, there you go. Now we're getting 30 per minute of concrete. This is now producing enough, more than enough, of the concrete for us to make our encased industrial beams that we'll need for glorious stuffs to happen. Okay, I need to get power brought out down here. Ow. And this is why I wanted additional concrete, because these wires are going to be a little bit long, and the power poles we'll need a few power poles. Whoops, was not paying attention. There. I need to make sure that I follow these power poles to avoid danger. Okay, so somewhere nearby to this crash site is another crash site. I see it from here. It's right up there. That is the other crash site that apparently, according to the map, only uses screws and power. So, this is the fun part. We need to get up there. That's a few ramps. Or a lot of ladder. Hey, ladder. Ladders only actually help you go up to an area. More. Phew. I made it. They don't help you get down that easily. They're a little dangerous. Trying to use ladders to, you know, go back down again. I'm gonna put in, this is a great spot for a ramp. Ramp. better. And this is an interesting spot, because I don't even know if I can finagle a power pole that high. Ladder. I need you there. Nope. I need you there. Please have enough thingies. Please have enough rods. Oh, goodness. I am going to have to try to make this work. Please, 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 please. Right there. How are you gonna get down from here? Oh, great. Da 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 da. How am I gonna do this? You? Like so. 9. That's good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi. Pod. Wait, what? No, how? How do you all see me? Die. Horrible deaths. The lot of you. How dare you? So I mentioned the whole point of this was that I would need, What? Where's my rods? Power to the thing. Wait, what? What? Huh? What the F knocked me over? What moved me? What? Is it... The wire has collision. And literally pushes me off the edge of the cliff. What? Mine. I am not gonna... Yes, I am. Cable, wire, stick thingies. I don't think I care enough about whatever's here. Those I care about. So, how am I going to get down from here? There is a way. I don't like it, but there is always the concept of taking the board and placing it in front of the next, taking my platforms, deleting what's behind me, building down more again, and walking down a few steps, deleting what's behind, placing more in front, and all of that nonsense. Complete and utter garbage. No, we're gonna do things a little differently. I am at full health, meaning that if I fall all the way to the bottom, theoretically, I do not die. I could attempt to jump onto my ladder and climb down. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. You thought I was going to jump off a cliff? You kidding me? That's a lot of healing resources I would need once I hit the bottom. Ah. Relative safety. Please give me all of that stuff back. Thanks. Anything you can. Ta-da! And that is how we take care of that. 2 hard drives today. I still need to go to the coal and tap into the coal. Or somehow get coal here in the amount that I need for this build. I haven't even started the build yet. That's how much craziness has been going on over the course of this stream. We have about 53-ish minutes in the stream today, so plenty more time to go out and really begin the build for these automated control units. I did not have any hopes at all that I would, in fact, complete said build today. How are the options? I think I just got screwed. I have to laugh at some of these. This is not nice. Alternate, yeah, hard drive. This page. Let's have a look at the situationally useful inefficient recipes here. So we have the steel-coated plate. What? Where is it? Yeah, inefficient, of course, because plastic is an oil resource. Very, very inefficient. Avoided at all costs. So this first option, avoid at all costs because it uses an oil-based item. The same exact thing would happen to be the case, I think, with these flexible frameworks. Involves oil, which is a limited resource. And then also, our third option, adhered iron plates, which I'm pretty sure is also on the list of inefficient recipes. We got 3 inefficient recipe options. Thank you, game. Thank you so much for this 3 recipes that use oil products that are highly inefficient. I'm just going to take the framework one because, I mean, why not? We don't even use them. We only need to make a limited amount of them to begin with, so hey, there's that. Please, for the love of God, let this other one be better. That would have been a point where I really would have considered resetting to before I put the hard drive in. That would definitely be one of those times to re-roll and wait 10 minutes. There's a summer sloop there. Huh. And protection for it. Really now. So, it was... where again for this stuff? The coal? Where am I going and what am I doing? Great questions. Great questions. That way. Southwest. More south than southwest. Oh boy. Get rid of that. I don't need that. I need concrete. Concrete! Again. Stuff, things need to happen. I'm going to elevate. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, ladder! I need to go to the platform. I could hunt another hard drive that's nearby, but I'm going to choose to go and tap into some coal first. Isn't it nearby, actually, to the coal? No, it's in the other direction entirely. Yeah, no, there is actually one right there. Oh my gosh, there's 3 more. Oh boy. There's a few hard drives nearby. Encased industrial beam 1, high-speed connector 1 that I can't do, and 50 megawatts. Yeah, 50 megawatts. So I need that ping again. Ping me, baby. I need the ping. There's the ping. We're going that-a-way. Which means actually going that-a-way for a bit. Keep that ping live. Really? How close to the surface are you? Even? Well, if that's the case... let's, since I don't have enough concrete, by the way. Where's my... Basher? There you are. Where's my bashy bash? I need my bashy bash. There should be enemies guarding the location. So I'm gonna go up and, oh. Of course there's bees. Of course it's bees. Oh, there's a crash there. Hello. That is the one that takes the high-speed connectors that I don't have. I think. I hear... oh. It's one of you. Hi. Why does it still meow at me when it's dead? I don't know. It just does. Alright, we should be almost there. Yeah. Right there. Probably more of them protecting the thingy. Oh no, it's a mix. Oh god, it's... Ugh. Ugh. Thank you for dying. I need more. Come at me, bro. Ding? The... Hmm? One, two, three. Aha. Okay. Good. Pure nodes. 240 per minute off of a pure node thingy. So if I do that, nothing will respawn within 300 meters once I provide this with power, and that is the goal here. So, also, nobelisks are a thing that I have. Hello? Where were you? Where were you? I don't even... So, as I was saying, I could totally blast these things to smithereens. Goodbye. Hey, hey. Slug! Sluggy. Sluggy McSlugs. Where is... Ah, there it is. I'm like... So where's the crash site that needs 50 megawatts of power? Huh? I know it's nearby. Okay. So that's good to know. I'm going to approximate my path back because I'm not 100% certain on it. That was close. Wait, what the hell is that? Heat sinks? Where are you? There you are. Motor. Circuit board. They wouldn't be so kind as to just give us high-speed connectors on the doohickey that requires the high-speed connectors, would they? No, probably not. Nah. Of course they're not gonna be that kind, right? Hey, though. Heat sinks. For whatever reason, we've got heat sinks. Toss that plant matter down. I don't want it at all. So, where was I? Ah, down in that direction. Cool, there's a summer sloop there, which means there's likely enemies around it as I attempt to make my way back. Yep, there'll be a big ol' enemy there. Let's get this power sorted. And it's not just power that I need to do, I need to get the belt out in this direction as well. So, gonna take a little bit of time. Can I just attach? No. Of course I'm not going to just be able to attach the thing. Why would I just be able to attach a power line to a thing? Like, really? Why would I ever be able to actually just attach my power line? There we go. Now you're good. The belt. If I'm not mistaken, the actual belt line is higher on the terrain than here. Most definitely than here, by comparison. I want you to come in on a stacked conveyor pole beginning here-ish. So I'd rather you... what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put a belt on it. Look at how thick that belt is. That Mark IV belt. That belt is thick. Excuse me. How? I'll leave it up to you which spelling of thick I'm referring to there. Need it be one? Need it be one? Anyhoozle. The point of having the belt placed that way is that usually, yes, that. Usually, if you are snapping to an existing belt line, the direction of the belt will snap for you. And since I'm building this essentially reverse, of course it's too long. Of course it's too long. Of course that's too high. For... What do you mean floor is too steep? Floor is not too steep. There you go. You? Come on. Come on. There. Ta-da! Isn't it pretty? It's pretty. Pretty ugly. But it will do. All this just to get coal. Da 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 da. And as we go onwards and upwards, I'm going to try to maintain some elevation on this belt line. Yes, I know I should be standardizing and using the stacked poles and getting a straight foundation out, but I really have stopped caring at this point. For this particular setup, I should also care about, you know, all of this nonsense. Like, come on, guy. How many of those do I have left? 4. Oh, why did I place that so close to the doohickey? I don't know. Going down. Please watch your step and thank you for choosing the Blood Red Van. Da-da. And, da-da. Success! The coal shall flow! Glorious. Now to get power over... what are you doing there, buddy? Thank you for dying. I'm tired of picking up carapaces, so they're just gonna sit there. Da-da. More frenemies? Jesus, how many of these are here? Way too many is the answer. Oh, hey, nuts. I mean, berries. Berries! I hear more noises. So I think I connected to the drop pod. There we go. This is our, what, third? Third hard drive of the day? I have to now try to see what's on the ground. There's stuffs, things, cable, more heat sinks, sure, why not? That's points, I guess. Unless I need heat sinks to open up another thingy somewhere nearby. Wire, do I really need wire? No. Of course not. Do I need cable? I should get the cable. That was a lot of cable. Great big honkin' stack of cable. So, can I, like, just Nobelisk this? The answer is no. I'm sad. I wanna delete it from the face of existence. Oh well. Yes, presents. The gifts have different sizes, and they give different amounts of stuff as well. They give varying amounts of presents, depending on the size of the gift that lands. and you will ignore them to the end of time once you finally end up with access to the trees that will each give you 15 presents per minute. Once you get the trees that give you gifts per minute for free, 0 power, you'll be rocking. Just set up a full belt of presents and you'll be good. Really? I was kinked? That was not the greatest turn of phrase, but we gotta flatten out our kink. We've got lots of kinks, but I didn't want one that extreme. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No! Iron, why? Really? Regular iron? Oh, that sucks. Huh? Oh. You? There. I think I need more encased beams as well. Yeah, I am in need of encased beams. Go away, things. I don't need you. So, about that, hard drive research I was doing. It's been at least 10 minutes, right? Right? Have I encountered a... Yes, I did. Did you not see the... Did you not see the cat? Did you not see the cat? I have arachnophobia mode on because someone requested that I start the game with arachnophobia mode on. Which replaces spiders with glitched cats. Glitched pictures of cats. 2D images that face you, and it's got, like, the whole glitchy computer screen thing going on. And they meow at you. Even when they're dead, they meow at you. Oh, it was you that requested that. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Good. Where did I put my ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? Oh, there it is. Thingy. Alright, we've got options. Steel frames. Silicone high-speed connectors. Heavy oil residue. Steel frame would be inefficient, I think. Or at the very least, situational. Yes, situational, if you have plenty of coal. Silicone high-speed connectors. Also situational, as it uses quartz instead of caterium. And I'm currently not using quartz, period. I could be making the oscillators, but I haven't really had much of a point to do so outside of MAM techs. And then we've got heavy oil residue. heavy oil residue. That is a resource-efficient recipe. That is efficient. So resource, heavy oil residue substantially improves crude oil to heavy oil residue conversion ratio, combined with diluted packaged fuel, or combine it with diluted packaged fuel for extremely high crude oil to fuel ratios. Hello! Ollie has decided it is time to join us with less than half an hour left. Hello, my boy. You went right to my lap. How's my Ollie? How's a pretty Ollie? Is that my pretty boy? Doesn't understand why I'm picking him up. Yes, that's the baby. That's my baby. Yes, I know. Yes, that's the baby. That's the baby. You wanna be on my lap? You wanna rest? Yes, he wants to. He wants to lay down and curl up. You're looking at my microphone. You're looking at my microphone, Ollie. You're just gonna plop right down, be in my lap, be curled up. That's my microphone. You're looking. Don't do it. Don't do it. He better not do it. Hi. You're looking. If they see that paw go up at my microphone, everyone's gonna laugh. Yawn. Okay. I think we're good. So what was I saying? Heavy oil residue. Combine this with diluted packaged fuel for extremely high crude oil to fuel ratios, which can be used for very efficient turbo fuel. Or plastic rubber via recycled plastic and rubber. So my problem with this is now the second time I think that this recipe has shown up. He's left me, by the way. My problem with this is that it depends upon you getting other alternate recipes, right? It completely depends upon you getting other alternate recipes. But it's the most immediately useful to me right now of these three. So I am going to pick up the heavy oil residue, and who knows, maybe this next hard drive is going to give me one of those other alternate recipes that will vastly improve my overall ability to produce fuel/turbo fuel. Who knows? It might happen with this next hard drive in 10 minutes. Or we could get jack all. Or something only situationally useful. Maybe I can get the recipe for the iron wire and then not have to deal with copper at all for a number of steps of this process of making the advanced control units. Maybe I could have that happen. We shall see. But let's have a look at a refinery just to get a better idea of how different this recipe is. So this recipe I see. So instead of going directly into fuel from crude, what you do is you convert crude to residue, the heavy oil residue, directly. You just make the residue, and then you use the residue to make fuel. So for here we go from 6 into 4. 6 units of crude oil into 4 units of fuel. Here, that 6 units of crude oil would make 8 units of residue, which would make 6 units, effectively. Ish, less than 6. More than 4. More than 4 of fuel. Yeah. That would be 6 from 8. I am thinking, huh? Math is hard. We get 8. 6 makes 4. 2 would not make another 2. It would be more than 4. Let's leave it at that. More than 4 fuel from the same amount of crude. Worth it? I don't think so, because it comes at the cost of needing 2 of these. 2 of these buildings eating 30 megawatts of power at a time. I mean, you could build underclocked builds that use a whole bunch of the buildings for better power efficiency. If I was truly trying to make a power build for fuel, I would be underclocking arrays of these refineries to improve the power efficiency of these. Because 30 megawatts per building it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'd much rather get the most efficiency as I possibly can out of it. So I'm assuming that the recycled recipes improve the, like, ratios for the resins to get into the plastic and rubber, that they're just better versions of these residual ones on the recycled ones. Maybe. We shall see. But this is good information to know. To get into fuel, I can now directly make residue. And consume that to make power. For slightly more efficiency. And the answer, by the way, is 5 1/3 oil per 8 heavy oil residue from 6 crude oil. So you go from 4 to 5 1/3. Or a 33% improvement to the output of fuel from crude oil. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that 33 1/3 percentage improvement. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. But is it worth the extra 30 megawatts to have 2 of these buildings to do that, to do an extra step? I don't think so. Not yet. There will come a time. That time is not now. Now, after spending all of that time, we're down to 4 minutes left. We spent 6 minutes talking about inconsequential stuff. Normalcy. I want to get a craft bench. I can't because I need to go and get resources. Hey, let's go out, get some resources, get another power shard from this slug that I managed to pick up. I need more slugs. Perpetually. I will perpetually need slugs. There's like what, over 1,000 slugs to get of varying types that give multiple power shards. I think we'll be okay in the grand scheme on power shards. It's just I want enough to put 3 in every mineable node, as well as to put 3 in every building producing power that I can possibly use, which I am going to imagine. I don't think this is a thing, maybe, but geothermal power plants, right? They produce 200. I saw on the wiki it produces 200 megawatts. Can they use power cores and produce more? Because if so, that would be good. Because it would go from 200 to 5 per geothermal plant. That would be worth. Totally worth. Right? But I don't know, because I've not done it. It would be nice if they... Uh-oh. I tried. I tried to save myself. I failed. I tried to eat food to heal up to survive the fall, but no. Game said no. Every single death has been to fall damage. By the way. In case you were wondering, I hate that you have to reassign everything in your hand slots every single time. That is annoying. Highly annoying. Alright, so I came back because I need to grab additional encased beams as well as additional iron plates, apparently. I think this is actually solid fuel for whatever reason. This has iron plates. You can see how we've progressed over the course of the entire game, because I started building over here. I put my hub over here because there happened to be a number of resources with water right nearby. Started here, did my initial iron stuff here. This is the very beginning. The very beginning with iron and copper. And I have upgraded over time into increasingly more orderly systems. But I've left behind the disorderly systems. Why? Meh. Because I'm too lazy to get rid of them. And it's a good reminder of how my building style choices have changed over time. Like, I built this without even really having a guide. This whole thing, I just built this out of my own mind. Taking and making the reinforced plates and rotors out of this build. This is reinforced plates as well as rotors from an array of rods coming in from below, inputting plates and rods. That's it. But over time I have vastly changed my thought processes and how to build things, and in what order to build things and all that good stuff. And you can see over here I've got modular frames being made, and entire 2 builds dedicated to modular frames, one using the base recipe and one using the alternate recipe that I have access to. One makes 5 per minute, the other one also makes 5 per minute, but needs a whole bunch of power shards. They make 10. Or no, it's actually 3 buildings, I think, making the doohickeys. That's a funny slideshow that lifts play when at a distance. And over here, this is just a mess. Please ignore. Please ignore my mess. Maybe I will grab that stack and the other stack of computers while I'm here. Why do you need to grab stacks of computers? Milestones. Do I have the motors? Not enough. Of course. Of course, not enough motors. Hey, motors. Come here a minute. Get rid of these. I don't need these anymore, actually. And get rid of these screws. I don't need screws. Who the hell needs screws? I don't need screws. Oh yes, heat sinks. I got a few things I can void. Hey. That's what we can do. We can go to my awesome sink. We've got some very awesome things that need to be sunk. Stuff that we've picked up from hard drive stuff. Unless I need heat sinks for anything nearby. Do I need heat sinks for a nearby hard drive? I do need 7 for a hard drive. Apparently there are hard drives that need supercomputers and a quantum computer and superposition oscillators. Cool. And 200 megawatts of power. Jeez. Jeez. Although that one that uses the heatsink is a little bit out of the way. I think I'm not going to bother saving 7 heatsinks. Seems like a not great idea. I can make good use of coupons. Tickets. Whatever you want to call them. Hello, box. This is my box. Where I void things. Why am I carrying around so much black powder? I do not know. Okay. Hi. How you doing? 4 printable coupons. That's like nothing. It's nothing to me at this point. Goodbye, stuff. Nice knowing ya. I should overflow a lot more stuff into that, but oh well. Oh wells. How are we looking on our tree toppers? I saw one just went into the thingy. 100, 200, 300, 421. We need 500. So next stream, I will, of course, have enough to finally take the last tech of that stuff. I just need to grab the rubber, and I'll have the milestone on hand. So I'm gonna go and grab the rubber quickly. I've only brought down plastic, by the way. That's that lift over there going down. That is plastic. That is pulling all of my plastic, apparently. Every single bit of it that I'm currently producing. Huh. Huh. Every single bit of plastic, huh? Eh? Yes, eh? Alright, going down. Please heal. There we go. As I've said, it seems that if you're at full health, you will survive any fall with a minimum of half a health bar with the Blade Runners on. But, I mean, clearly with the Blade Runners, I have died several times to fall damage by not being at full health when I do stuff. Alright, you take that, and push the giant red button of doom.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack, which operates on oil-based fuel, for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
Oil-based fuel? So, something tells me that what they actually mean by operating on oil-based fuel is that I will need to package fuel and hold on to packaged fuel for use in my doohickey, which means having to, you know, make the canisters for said packaged fuel. Please tell me that I actually picked up what I went to pick up. I have been known to not actually grab what I meant to grab. I have a lot of empty space. Should have probably been spent on concrete, to be honest. But, oh well. We're making concrete at our area we're going to for this build. What is the research that the alternate recipe that we are going to get next? What is our next alternate recipe? What has the game offered us? Let's go over and find out. We have like 3 minutes left in today's stream, and I did not even begin the build yet. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. This ACU, Advanced Control Unit, or whatever the heck it's called, it is the most complex item that we need for the space elevator at the moment, for the current rank of the space elevator. I have not made the engine yet, by the way. We'll still need to do that, as well as the frameworks, the versatile frameworks, which I got this wonderful alternate recipe for that uses oil products. Great. So yeah, we're progressing ish, slowly but surely. Boink. Hello. We got the best concrete recipe, as well as a better version of silica, as well as a use for the silica that we saw last time. That is somewhat useful, actually. So we've got actually 2 decent options here. The cheap silica, as well as the wet concrete. Both of these are good. Both of these are good. Which one should I take now? I honestly, at the moment, do not have a use for silica. So I am thinking that the concrete is the better option, particularly because the normal ratio for making concrete is... I have it here somewhere. Hello? Where are you? The normal ratio of concrete is 3 limestone per concrete. Yeah, the normal ratio would be, to make that 4 concrete, 16 limestone. Instead, we can add water and then make it into 6 into 4, which is 3 to 2. from 4 to 1 to 3 to 2, that is just huge, huge gain. Wow. Like, no question. However, you remember that thing about the refinery taking 30 megawatts of power? I apparently did not bring motors. Uh-oh. Oops. Whoopsies. Yeah, it uses a lot more power than otherwise. So, this changes a lot, actually. Do I even have water here? Not really. It would absolutely be worth piping in water from the closest source. Hold up. Where's my interactive map? Interactive map. I am here. There is water nearby, closer than the coal. There is water that is closer than the coal. It is actually at the source of the geysers. Yes, and there is a recipe for using silicon for concrete. Yeah, there's lots of alternate recipes. Casting screws saves a step if you're interested in that. It helps with reducing complexity of builds, but eh. So, what direction was that again? It was to my west? Yeah, to the direct west. So over right there. In here, in this is water. How do I get in there? There is a path. I think it's this way. I just want to have a look and see about this. Oh, hi. Hey, that hurts. Hey, you're alive? There were 3. What? Oh, because there's a Mercer sphere inside of this thing. That explains a lot. There is a Mercer sphere inside of that thing. I could see the ripples of the Mercer sphere thingy. So in here, or over here or something, there is water. As well as geysers. Yep. Is that what I think it is? It's a doggo! I've seen the first doggo! You can actually make friends with the doggos and do stuff with them. I don't feel like it. Yes, you have to do... you have to get rid of the plant to reveal the Mercer Sphere. I'm not interested in picking up the Mercer Spheres because it's no point. There's no point to that. But there is water over here. Is it deep enough? Now, there's a question. Can I actually extract water from there? The answer is a big fat nope. Oh, aha! Aha! One water extractor fits right there. Yeah, I know you can feed the doggos berries. Ooh, oh. Far more important than the doggo, though, is, I need bacon. Bacon! Bacon is incredibly important. Thank you for bacon. Crispy, juicy bacon. So I'm just looking at where this is, how to get in and out of here, and just seeing what I can do with, like, pipelines and things, trying to get the pipe to where I need it, over there. So I need to get the water from there to there, essentially. From there to there. But we are out of time for the stream today. We have gone about 6 minutes over time. What did we get done today? We planned a lot for what will be our advanced control unit build. Figured out how much base material I will need for all of it, as well as broke down I need X amount of each individual product along the way. And decided where I will ultimately do this build. I decided that it will be out over in this area where I am actually making plastic as well as rubber, because this is the rarest resource of the things that I need, and I actually have in this area all of the base materials that I need for the build. So the build should be physically close to where all of the base materials are that I need for the build. For advanced control units. They will be here. I'm going to need a lot of concrete. And as it just so happens, we happened to get a wonderful recipe to make concrete out of water plus limestone. Yes, we got the best concrete recipe available to us in the game. Through one of our many hard drives that we picked up today. We picked up, what, 3? 4? I forget exactly how many. 3, I think. And one of them gave me trash. And one of them gave me something I think is only slightly useful. I forget. What are all of the recipes that I picked up today? Because I've completely forgotten. I have completely forgotten all of the alternate recipes that I got today. Oh, I got the oil, the residual oil in recipe. Crude oil directly into residual heavy residual, excuse me, and that improves fuel output by 33 1/3%-ish, somewhere around there, from crude oil to fuel. And I got the recipe for the versatile frames that uses rubber for whatever reason, because I had 3 options that all used plastic or rubber as their alternate recipes that were all trash, and I picked that one of the 3 just because laughter. And then, of course, I got the recipe for the concrete in the end. Yeah. And we explored, and we got the actual hard drives from various locations that away, and that away, and we tapped into coal, and we got new resources. Not new resources, but we got more resources from existing nodes that are nearby. And yeah, with that, that's what we did. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can, of course, join me, become an erudite otaku by hitting that great big blue join button, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back tomorrow with more Factorio. Hopefully my internet holds up a little bit better than it's holding up today. as well as more Satisfactory on Wednesday. I hope to see you all on the next one.